Oddly enough, the path of the magician is not particularly a development of the heart. However, this is because the developments for the magician are done with a heart already prepared. According to the archetypal progression map of which magician is a position, the magician comes into candidacy already with the heart of a king, balanced by the heart of a fool. Never forget that in a magician is a heart of a king. A note here about gender and archetypes. They are not tied to human gender. The queen is not a gendered version of the king in the progression. The queen and the king are two different progressions. All genders pass through the position of the queen and then pass through the position of the king. The gender in the archetype is an important element, but it is regardless of human gender. And I'm not going to explain further because this is not a long lesson or series about archetype in general. A king's heart has within it all the overcoming that was previous. A king's heart is mature, sympathetic, courageous, and service-oriented. A fool has a surrendered and childlike heart. In the previous video, I spoke of the stance of the magician. I spoke of that stance as tall but not rigid, flexible but not dissolute. Please notice this is the stance of a king, balanced by the stance of a fool. The developments of archetypal progression toward emerging to the magician position can also be understood in terms of the framework of chakra. The magician is someone who already has mastery of their lower chakras, root, sacral, solar, and the weaving of those three into the heart. Now the novice magician is ready to add the threads of the higher chakras into the tapestry of their heart and body, particularly the throat chakra and the eye chakra. And this will be in turn ready for further development in the High Priestess and onward in terms of the third eye and the crown chakra. So, while I probably won't refer too much to heart nor provide exercise for it within this series, keep in mind that perhaps your flavor of magician could indeed be a heart magician. In the last video on stance, I used the pop culture example of the character Graydon Hastor in the Willow reboot. He absolutely is a magician who connects to his own power through the heart, through love, although love is in all things, not only the heart. And for all magicians, as they cultivate intimate knowledge, lengthen into their stance, extend their hand, call with their voice, and attend with their eye, they will definitely allow their heart to flow through these newly developing body and energy channels.